schizophrenia delusions and
Greetings, you guys. Welcome to the Music Link. Lady B here with the one and only Haile Maskel.
Greetings. This one is from my new album called Naked Acoustic on Bandcamp. I'll sing a little song for me. Sing a little song for me. Can we get along? Sing a little song for me. Can we get along? Nothing can be wrong with true love. Nothing can be wrong. Nothing can be wrong with true love. Nothing can be wrong. Sing a little song for me. Can we get along? Say, sing a little song for me. Can we get along? Nothing can be wrong with true love. Nothing can be wrong. Nothing can be wrong with true love. Nothing can be wrong. There's so many tales with deception and disguise, just to get us on our knees. We living in these lies. Sing a little song for me. Can we get along? Say, sing a little song for me. Can we get along? Nothing can be wrong with true love. Nothing can be wrong. Nothing can be wrong with true love. Sing a little song. See, nothing can be wrong with true love. Nothing can be wrong.
Woo.
Thank
Thank you so much.
Harry,
Maskel.
Harry, no.
Yeah, you guys, we're here with the one and only Haile Maskel, one of the founders, or the main founders, I don't know, but of the Rastafarians, you guys, Orthodox band,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So Haile Maskel, let's tell people where you're from originally.
Yeah, originally I'm from Jamaica, born in Kingston, Jamaica, 1952, and at the Jubilee Hospital. And my dad lived in Trenchtown.
Okay.
Before Trenchtown, it was Trench Pen, Bacawal, the original name, and then it become Trenchtown.
Okay.
After they built up the government building, they
Okay.
built up apartment building, so it become Trenchtown. Then when I was 5, some little trouble in the family, and my mom moved back to the country because she's from St. Elizabeth,
Okay.
and my dad is from Clarendon, but they
Clarendon.
were living in Kingston.
Okay.
So, for
Well,
the next,
you being born in Kingston, that's like the heart of the music place,
yeah,
right?
yes.
So how old were you when you started doing music?
That's from under the belly, man.
From in the belly? Okay.
My mom told me that I used to jump and kick all the time in her stomach, and one day I kick her so much, dancing around, she don't know what to do. She fold her fist and hit her belly so hard.
What?
I didn't move for a week, and she was like,
Man.
she said, I thought I'd kill you.
Oh my God.
So no one knew, and so I come out kicking, just dancing. So I was into music a lot. My mom sang good too, and my dad.
Oh, okay.
It was passed on. So I remember I write my first song when I was 5 years old. I still remember it, and I never recorded that song.
What?
Yeah, 5 years old, a song called Joy Bells Are Ringing, sad song I'm singing.
What?
Joy bells are ringing, sad song I'm singing. I remember the day, it was about a girl.
And you was singing like that, holding it and all that, holding the notes and all that?
Yeah.
Okay, who were some of your musical influences? It was just, because I know in Jamaica, it's just music always constantly playing. That's the gift that you guys get, to grow up under music as soon as you come out.
Well, the first time I can remember, my dad, he's friend with Joe Higgs,
Okay.
Higgs and Wilson,
Okay.
and all the Scatterlights Roland, that's his friends. So
Okay.
he hung out with them. Dan Drummond, all the musicians, because my dad used to dance and play drum percussion.
Okay.
So
Okay.
he know every musician. And really, I never know that until
What
later
was
in
your
my
dad's
life.
name?
Baba John, they call him James Nathaniel Ashley.
All right, Baba John, you got it.
Meir.
Yeah.
He got two last names.
Okay,
Ashley Meir.
okay.
Yeah, so, when I grew up in the country and my mom started complaining about me leaving out of the house at night, going to dance hall. I was just 5. Man, I get so much whooping coming from
At
dance
5?
hall. Yeah, because I
was
love
so
the music and I go there, music popping, and I don't want to sleep. I love
Right.
music. So, I went down there and started throwing legs. Throw legs mean shuffle dance. To the sky.
Oh my, what you doing, Bronx?
No, we
okay,
throw legs, we shuffle, we dancing and shuffling, So, and then when I grow up, it never stopped. Me and my sister, my dad used to say, everywhere I go, I used to like, you want to see me dance? Pay me. And they used to pay me, and I would be dancing up to the
This one gonna
jukebox.
play about the money.
Well, yeah,
Hustling from young.
yeah, you gotta, because cause my dad used to, show me. So
when did you get into the instrument, like?
from I was young, all my great grandfather, my grandfather, my uncle, my cousin, they all played guitar in the country.
Okay, so the guitar, that was the first one.
We got guitar, we have flute, we have banjo, we have drum, we have poker jump. Cause my family, we do the jam kuno, where we do the ceremony of the dead ancestor, where we get the dead cow head and the horse head. So my family do that every year from I was young till I was 15. So all my brother and sister, we all learned to play the music and sing. Plus, my grandfather have a church, so that's where it's all started.
Okay.
And then, I go to
All
church
connected.
3 times a day, singing, preaching.
Staying
A lot of
connected.
things, man. When I was young, it seemed sometimes really, I feel like I'm about 3,000 years old.
Really?
Yeah, so much
Did you think
things
about so many things that you've done?
and
man.
sometimes I meet some people, they don't do nothing. I'm like, what?
Look at your age. Do you know what I did already? Yeah,
Come
I
on,
feel
you
that.
gotta do it. You gotta try it, man.
Being in Jamaica, you guys is blessed with that music thing. Like, cause over here, it's like you have to insert yourself into it. Like you might have a family member, or because you like music, you have to push that direction for it to grow in you. But you guys, y'all come outside, it's just a slapping you in the face. It's in the house slapping you guys from the time you guys
wake up to the time you wake up.
a lot of musicians is from Jamaica are very talented, and they're all taught are by ear and
Yeah.
through the family.
Yeah.
You know, like over here, a lot it's the people that's making it big, just naturally that learned it. People we like in awe because most of the people are trained. They learn music, and then they make it into their own. But you guys naturally.
Well, you
Just,
see, what really happened with Jamaica
mm,
is the African in us, man.
mm-hmm.
Trust me.
Yeah.
You know, cause we when we get out the history, and you know, it's just Africa. Cause a lot of our people in Jamaica, even my great grandfather,
Mm-hmm.
they sound like they're not even Jamaican.
Okay.
That's where I get the heavy accent and talk from there. They still do things that not Jamaican, so that's when I find out after growing up that man, that must be Africa.
Right.
And you know, my mom's side is from Ashanti, tall 7-footer,
Oh.
and my dad's side is from his dad is from South Africa, from the Wankunku Asasi tribe.
Okay. See, that's a
Sharp,
blessing
smile.
that you know these things. You
His
know.
mama, yeah, my dad is short
Okay.
like his majesty body, same body like his majesty. Cause he was a jockey, a featherweight, you know. So I was bigger than my dad when I was 15.
Oh wow.
My mom's side.
Hey,
my mom
your son is
tall.
getting up there.
My son is taller than me.
Is
and
he?
he
I was
just-
saying, I saw him. I was like,
He's
whoa.
14 years old, already looking over me. That's
Wow.
good. Yeah, he gonna get my mom's size and his
I
brother's
did. I saw
size.
that. I was like, he's getting tall.
Well, 6'5", he
Mm.
should be 6'5".
And how old is he?
Eh?
Your son?
14.
14. That was like he's still your youngster.
Yeah, he's a youngster, but he go fast.
He got some more growing. Still, he gonna be going. Okay, so the music part.
Yeah.
Okay, and you was like 5 and
Yeah.
doing everything in the family. When did it hit you, far as that you wanted to be a performer in the music? Like,
Oh man, it hit me. I know I want to be a performer, but one night I went to my bed and I dreamed see Otis Redding. I didn't even know who
Wow.
Otis Redding is. It's surprising. I just dream how this guy dreaming singing this song, and in the morning I wake up and I turn on the radio, and the first song I heard was a song by Otis Redding called "I Have Dreams." I got dreams, dreams to remember, and I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to be a soul singer.
you know, with you saying that, look, I never asked you that before. I didn't, but
Yeah.
certain times when I hear you sing, I gravitate to your voice so much because of that soul part that I hear differently from all, even singing on the reggae music. Because
Yeah.
you know, I like to sing the soul vibe on the reggae music.
Yeah.
So anytime when you always perform, I hear you, I just be like, whoa, because I feel that soul part.
Yeah.
So I thought that maybe, but I wasn't sure. But
No, I can tell you for sure. Even before that, I'm for influenced by Otis Redding,
Mhm.
a lot of Sam Cooke, and Johnny Taylor. But there's a guy before Marvin Gaye and all of them called
Before Marvin Gaye.
well, before, yeah, he was long time. He come up with the impression
He
Curtis
was a
Mayfield.
solo artist?
Arthur Conley.
Oh, Arthur Conley.
Arthur Conley, he was my favorite, man. He got advice. And then, you know, David Ruffin from The Temptation.
Oh yeah, I love me some David Ruffin too.
Yeah. So, you know, the David Ruffin, and then, you know, since my dad have the radio station, he always listened to foreign shortwave. So
Wait, he would listen to the radio. He had a radio station. He would play
no, he have the radio.
on that station.
Yeah, but you know, he traveled. My dad used to travel the world 3 times. You know,
Okay.
he used to say he do all kind of stuff.
Okay.
So he buy this special radio because he know how to pick up the station from Cuba,
Okay.
England
Okay.
at certain times. So he call it the shortwave. So he be picking up American station and stuff playing, and that's why I listen to. And then I like it, so he just leave it there. And when he gone there, that's all I listen to. And then when I hear
You
Bob,
can hear it.
yeah, and then you know when I start listening now to Bob Marley, the Wailers, the Gay Lads, they was my group, the Harmony, the
Right.
Voices, and then come to discover they were listening to Curtis Mayfield
Too.
and the Impression too, and all the American stuff. And
The songs when I first was hearing the reggae music, I was hearing the R&B and the soul songs on the reggae rhythms. And I got confused. I didn't know if I was like, is that Jamaican songs or is it our songs or who did it first?
when you
Because
know,
the reggae songs would sound even a little better.
yeah, when you do the better than what you do, because
Right.
we got the beat and the soul in it. And trust me, you know, if you go to in my days when I grew up, I used to play bass in 4 different bands at 4 different clubs the same night.
What?
So we have on the same strip.
Okay.
So you know, we play one set here, then run over to the next club, play there, then go to the next club, play there, and we set it up right. So I used to play a lot of
You a
funk
real
and
musician,
stuff.
boy.
Yeah, just play when I young, play a lot, and listen to those music.
Were you old enough to be in the clubs at that time? Or
No.
Okay. So see, back
Then
then it didn't
I
matter. You was
back
part of the band and just going in, huh?
Yeah, that's how I know about Shirley Temple. I drink a lot of Shirley Temple. They used to say, you can't get no drink, give him a Shirley Temple. I was like, what's that? And then I learned Shirley Temple is this little girl, a lot of tomato juice. Until when I was 21, I remember I was playing with a jazz bass with Johnny Golden. He's a trumpeter. He's about Johnny Golden, Jamaican jazz bass. And I turned 21, and that's when they called me to the bar and buy me. They said, we don't care if you're drunk tonight, but you've been playing so long and you couldn't drink. You can drink. Don't worry about it. We play without you.
Go sit down and watch us.
So I think I have 3 drinks, you know, when I was 21. And I was like, I don't like it. I don't like that high, you know. I'm a medical person. Yeah, I don't like that, you know.
Yeah,
but it's
feeling.
good medicine, you know. If you take it medically,
Right.
like how my granddad, they take it, you know, around medically.
Yeah, look, my mom didn't ever drink it till she was like 40 something. All of a sudden, I saw some. It was a Moscato in the refrigerator. I was like, "What?" I walked in there with the bottle. Mama, who is this? And she's like, "Well, the doctor told me to drink it once." I was like, "What?"
Yes.
And here I go in there like, "Let me taste it." Oh, that's kind of sweet.
Yeah, even beer. You know, beer is good for a man to drink a beer, even once a week, because it helps good for your body.
Okay.
The man, yeah, and wine is good. You know.
Yeah, you should tell some of these dudes because they be drinking this Guineas and after 2, they somebody else, okay? 2 Guineas, they somebody else, okay? That's a dangerous one.
No, but maybe they're drinking other thing with the Guinness.
Nah,
Aside.
no, I've been out with people. They drink 1 Guineas, but 2, all of a sudden they, you know.
Oh yeah, well that means that you're not a drinker.
Yeah, you know, drink
right,
2,
you know,
drink 1 Guineas.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was your first performance like for you?
My first performance.
Where you actually performed with the band and you guys got through the night and afterwards, like, how were you? Like, dang, like I'm
always
a jamming musician.
Well,
like,
you mean when I was singing or playing bass?
When the first performance where
I sing
as a musician.
As a musician, oh man, it was off the hook.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at my first performance, which band did I play with? Oh man. I think I played with Ras Michael and the Sons of Negus.
Really? How did you get that? Like, was you practicing a lot to get that good? Where people pulled you in to have you play for them, or how did you know what I'm saying? You prove yourself for people to say you're worthy to come play with them.
Yeah, well, you know, I went to when I grew up and started playing. I learned music. I never out of music. I have piano. I grew up with a piano in my house, but I never paid no mind. I always go let my dad buy me a harmonica, like what Augustus Pablo blow. That was my favorite instrument.
You play? How many instruments do you play?
Everything. Harmonica, it's dear, cause, you
everything.
know. So, but then the reason why I stopped, I was like, man, I can't sing and blow, and I love singing. So you know when I realized, oh, I started practicing the bass and singing and practicing the guitar and singing. I said, that's what I want to do. So, you know, I told my dad that I want to go to school, and mother said, "Why you want to go to school, man? You can read. I buy your books." So he buy me some Melbay bass and guitar, chord progression, you know.
Okay.
So I started learning at home, and my dad just buy me books, and he just say, "You don't have to do nothing," and I was like, "Yeah." So
You
for
had a
5
great
years,
relationship with your dad.
yeah, man, that's the love of my life.
And I see your vibe with your kids too. That's good. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's
Right.
good that you see how you at this age talking
Yeah.
about your relationship with your dad.
Yeah,
Your kids will be the same way
Yeah.
about how you fun and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You how you
Just
share with
free,
them
yeah.
that same way.
my dad, cause my dad is, yeah, from the day he was born, he's saying one thing to me until this day. You're a genius. You always say you're a genius. I'm always like, what is that? What is that? I'm saying, oh, you're just a genius. You'll find out you're a genius. So he told me why I was a genius first. So he said, and from you were 5 years old, every time I buy you a toy, whether a gun or car or anything, you would put it down and go make your own. And give the one I buy you to the neighbor and play with your own.
Okay.
So you just
You upgraded your thing.
yeah, I don't want that. So from when I go to high school, the same thing, man. I build a lot of stuff. I build.
You see that those relationships. That's the stuff for what fathers do
Yeah.
for especially boy kids. You see how intimate that relationship was with them and how connected it was, but growing on you to where right now all those things gravitating so strong to you for the and things that you do is strong. All of the pushing and the supporting you and everything you
Yeah.
remember so clearly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything.
That's what those relationships, fathers be fathers to your boys, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, for real.
Yeah. My dad was there 100%. Never hit me. You see, my dad never hit. Only my brother, he give a broom one time.
Okay.
Cause he
My
was
brother got me
messing.
too.
He was messing with me. You know why he told me? And I was so mad. Told me that you start playing music, you drop out of school and start playing music, and all of us saying that you lose your ambition. Where your ambition? And you're worshiping in that. And then the thing he told me that hurt me, told me that, don't you know the devil is black? And I get up and I get up and I
That's
was
his
gonna knock
jealousy.
him out, but then I went to my dad, and he was lying on the bed, and I said, Dad, if you want a savior son, you better get him out of my face right now. And I say, he bother you again, my brother, he follow me, he always be edging on me, telling me, no, cause
And he's your baby brother?
yeah, he following my footstep, and my sister them say, oh, you came for him be a dreadlock and a Ras Starr, and dad is teaching him the wrong way. So my dad always told him, just leave him alone, and he keep bugging me. So he come on there and take the broomstick and hit him, and it broke. That's the only time I ever see my dad do anything. And he just hit him and just leave him. And my brother just laugh.
Yeah, because he trying to beat down all this good stuff he instilling in
No, just talk philosophy. He just sit
you. His
down.
own theories.
I just talk, books, anything you want. You want books, read. I'm always say, there's every book, there's good and bad in everything. So when you see a book, read it and take the good part out of it, leave the bad part alone, So he give me a lot of book, magical book, because, when I was young, to learn about different spiritual thing, beyond that, where they would call the dark side. But he always told me that this is the good part, this is the bad part. I want you to learn all of them, but don't use this.
Okay.
Just use
But
the
at least
light.
you know.
But you must know of that, the darkness. Because, there's strength here too, because, in the mystic.
Yeah, I understand exactly what you said. A friend of mine, his kid's mother was teaching the kids about Christianity and all this, and he was a Rasta. And he was mad at her, somebody's going against what I'm saying. And I said to him, don't you think it's better for them to learn both? So if somebody questioned them, they could defend what they believe and have a full understanding of it.
Yeah.
And he said, yo, you know what? He was like, B, I never thought about it like that. Because he would be having war with her about this thing.
No,
and I was like, let them get the both. Because as kids, we grow up under our family, our parents, whatever, their whatever that belief is.
Yeah.
But once you get older, if you have a connection with something that's, you know, more connecting to you, you have the choice to say that you believe something else other than what you was raised under. You know, if you connect to it more than what you know.
Yeah.
So trust me, I understand. So okay, so the music now. What was your first song that you recorded?
Got
Where
to
you were
say
able to
love.
got to say love.
Yeah, for you and I, we gotta say love. Cause black man is living in a strange land. Yes, black man has lost his plan. Ooh, for you and I, we gotta say love. I'm just love. I just love
I'm
love.
gonna say that love is big with you.
Yeah, just pure love. All my songs have to have love. The life have to have love.
The love is big with you.
Yeah,
okay.
man.
So, far as Rasta, was your father a Rasta?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
My father, original Ras Starr, start from the Bow Boys. You see, a lot of people don't know that. Them just talk Rasta. They learn Rasta on records on Rasta Street. I grew up with my dad and all the Rastas.
Okay.
Mortimer Planner, the old elders, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, and what they see, you know. So, you know, we all the elders them believe in the Christ, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
They just take it higher, you know. And His Majesty is the one to bring the light to the people in the West, you know. And you know, when we're in Jamaica, we hear a lot of negative thing about His Majesty, and we hear some positive, but most of all is negative, you know, which is, they call it propaganda, you know,
Right.
where them spread car. They want to stay lost. But, you know, though, whether you think His Majesty is the Almighty Creator or just a king, how you see Him, the thing is for me was it make us look to Africa.
Okay.
You know, the world, you know, and then the music come, and when Marcus Garvey come and prophesy, look to Africa, to a king, and he shall be your God, you know. But you know, you gotta understand that culture means brain, and Rasta is unique, and we are very intelligent. And you know, most people think Rasta is ignorant. Maybe the one you meet in the street, but Rastafari, the real elders, then they're very intelligent. And you know, and that's why they would never say His Majesty is God.
Okay.
Because they usually like, if you spell God back way, what do you get?
Dog.
Dog. So, you know, God would never, the Creator would never choose a name like that. And if you look into the dictionary, what do you get? God, the name God is a title given unto great men of the earth. Not the head creator.
How do you think that the Rastafarian, what part does it play in your music back then when you first started? Like, how did that?
Oh man, it played in my music because I wanted to sing love song. I love songs, you know. But after learning the culture and, you know, meeting the elders, and they was like, man, we got a bigger problem, you know, we got to solve it. We got to get our people unity and get together and all this stuff, because you must understand, I grew up with my mom as a Christian, Jesus, you know, from a Baptist church to Church of England. I was Christian Catholic, and then my mom and dad take me out of a Catholic, and then they go to Church of England, and then they move me from Church of England to the Baptist, and you know,
So you have that understanding.
yeah, so you know everything. So we understand that, you know, it's not everyone will say Lord, Lord, Lord is a right thing for you. You
That's
know?
why that song Roll Call.
Yeah.
I just love it because you say that. You say that.
Yeah.
Some might call him this, and some might call him.
Yeah.
Some might call. Acknowledging that, but just don't get lost with not knowing that there is a most higher being.
Creator. Yeah, because you see, I believe in what His Imperial Majesty and the people of Ethiopia believe in. They have the first Bible, the oldest version of the Bible, the Holy Bible, which the Ethiopian call it the Salvation Book, because that's the true name. It solved your problem. But because they never give it the name, the Salvation Book, so you're not thinking that that's a book to solve your problem. Because salvation means solving all your problem, and that's the book that God gives you, you know. But they give you and say call it the Bible, which is a different spell. That's why it named gospel. Spell the gospel is a spell. You gotta know the words.
We're going deep up in here, you guys. This is Lady B here, the Music Link. We're here with the one and only Haile Maskel, you guys.
Yeah.
Founder of the Rastafarian Orthodox Band, you guys. Now, tell us about when you first were starting the music. You started out as, it wasn't Haile Maskel, right? Was it another name before that?
Yeah, Ras Starr.
So,
Yeah.
how many years was you him? What was that name?
Ras Starr was like
From the beginning?
Yeah, when I start 19, when I start my professional career singing,
Yes.
because I decided I don't want to just play bass and everything. I want to do everything. You know, I wanted to have my own record company and produce people.
Okay.
Because I discovered that I'm a very good songwriter and I love to write.
Okay.
And then I realized I can't
Sing all the songs.
I can't sing all this song. I can't live to sing all this song I write, so I have to rewrite for people, you know, some other people. So I write song anyway, whether I have them, you know, they are there.
Right. Is there any major artists that's out that, you know, recorded some of the songs that you've
My
written?
song? No, but I remember one time before Dennis Brown died, he wanted to record over roll call. And Freddie McGregor wanted to record over roll call. And Skill Cole and Bob Marley told him, you can't do that. And Peter just said, you can't do that. And before Peter just died, he come to me and say, no, Bob was the first one who called me. I called him in Jamaica and talked to him. And he said, I can't believe that was you. He said, sing that song roll call. But he said, if I wasn't Bob Marley, I would think that was Bob Marley sing that song. That's what Bob Marley said. Yeah. And say, I'm coming to see you to California, because he was coming, and, you know, with the Rastafari and you know, I got up stuff, man.
He's just over here name dropping like this. He's gonna drop the man name, the man name.
Yeah, man,
now,
that's my big brother there.
Now, how did you get that friendship
with Bob?
Yeah.
Well, it's funny, you know, I always been talking about Bob, listening to Bob music and how I love Bob and everything, and my dad always just there looking at me. And, you know, then he realized that I love Bob, so one day he said, come with me. And then he came in, that's when he came in and said, can we go meet Joe Higgs and Wilson, Tamma McCook, Roland Alfonso. I never get to meet. When I was a baby, Dan Drummond was still living. But he died when I went into the country. But that's when he called me and then told me that you have those two. I'm saying it just like my dad said, with all respect. Him say, that man, Joe Higgs, he's the singer. Joe Annie Wilson, him say he's the best. And he teaching those young boys to sing. Those young boys, all the young boys you're singing, you for who you like, the Wailers and the Gaylords. And say, yeah, they're all learning from Joe Gibbs. And him say, that Wailers group you like, they're really good. And he said, oh, that tall one, that is Peter Church, that boy can really play that guitar. Okay. He said, yeah, he can really play that guitar. But him said, oh, that little brown one, he's something special. He's got a spirit. And I say, yeah, that's Bob. He got, you know, I know, you can't wait. So when he take me to meet Bob, I tell Bob, this is a little boy, and that's my son and stuff. They were all excited. But he's, you know, so, man, it's a reason why all the artists them know my dad. Cause you see what happened when my dad traveled the world, and when he, my dad kind of grew in the Catholic Church. So as an altar boy, cause when both my grandparents, his parents died, he was with his sister, and she liked to party. So she used to just drop him off anywhere, and then one day he just ran away and ended up at the Catholic Church. So that's where he stood and grew up, and then he meet Father John. That's a Catholic priest, the Church of England sent to Jamaica. He was smoking too much weed in England. No, listen, this is a true story, This is real, I'm telling you. I shouldn't even believe it from a book, but
so, get a little piece.
So, that's how my dad know about weed. Father John was stationed in India for 10 years. Church of England sent Father John for 10 years in India. And when he go there, that's where he learned about indica and the sensory weed. And he take the seed, bring it to England and start having all the priests them smoking. And then they kick him out and say, go to Jamaica, take it down there. That's where he give my father, give the seed. And then my father started let his friend and plant it. And so that's why all the musicians them come to my dad, because he got the good cushion pen.
Definitely your dad's son.
He got the good cushion pen.
He's definitely your dad's son.
Yeah,
okay.
That's my name, Ganja Baby.
Yeah.
When I grew up, that's what my baby name, Ganja Baby, look like it.
Okay, so let's get back. Okay, so the other musicians. In Jamaica, there's a lot of musicians that have been doing their things over the years that you know.
Yeah.
Now these guys that you know, how did you get in contact with these particular guys that's here now that's been doing their things? How did you guys get in contact with each other in Jamaica?
Well, in Jamaica is a small community. And when all the musicians, we hang out the same place at Randy's record or at the studio. And meanwhile you're playing, you're recording you meet different band, different musicians, because it's not the same band playing recording. And I used to record a lot, recording for foreigners, every group, just playing with different students, playing with different band, and that's how we become friends, and then we know each other, work together. So it's all like Santa Davis, Sly Dunbar, Fish Clark, Leroy Horsemore. We played enough 100 of music, man. 100 for Lee Perry, man. I can't count. I play bass line, I don't even hear again. I play music, bass line, guitar, whatever. I never heard them again in my life.
Dave, don't you wish that you had your things in order where you could have got you know what I mean? Your moolah from all them times.
Yeah, man, every time, man. Just session. Yeah. Right now, 6 o'clock, I gotta go. We got session till 6 in the morning.
Whoa.
We're doing maybe 3 albums. You see, that's how.
Albums.
Yeah, albums. When we
and
go.
Then you usually, there wasn't no cutting all this, you played all the way through.
Yeah, we just played. We just take break and eat when we're tired. And we never rehearse the song. Like, the singer just come in the studio. Watch a song, sing it. Maybe Winston Wright or...
And y'all building it?
Yeah, building it right there. Maybe Winston Wright on keyboard or Keith Sterling or Gladstone Wilson. Boy, Gladstone Wilson is like, you remember Cole, Stranger Cole and Gladdy and Stranger? That's the drummer.
Who he drum for?
His son drummed for one of the Whaler boys. Cole. Steely Cole, yeah.
Oh, Steely Cole.
You gotta.
Oh, you have to sit
those are the good singers, man. Those are the old. All those guys are my father's friend. I grew up. So when, I was the first boy. So.
That's what you got away with murder, okay?
So when I used to go to Channel 1 and I couldn't get a job for nothing. they wouldn't give me no bass line. And I'm better than all of them. I know because I can read music, go to Jamaica School of Music, University of the West Indies, can play jazz, read everything.
So you went to school for music,
Yeah,
like in
jazz,
the same time
bass.
where you was doing the gigging. You started
No.
from school. Oh, afterwards.
No, it's afterward. After I finished, I got 5 different bass teacher, 7 different vocal teacher. You know, my dad used since he said you love music, so there you go. So I have art theory. I have 3 different theory teacher, learning stuff. You know, and then, but now I want one of my teacher in Jamaica School of Music told me that. You know what they? He said he told me straight up. You know what they gonna do to you, right? I said what? They said, well, first they're gonna let you shave, cut off your dread, and put your tie, and put you in a jacket and let you play this classic music and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But him say, your brother needs you, your brethren them need you, and you know music. Him say, you're a genius, you can write everything. You don't need no teacher. I already tested you over 100 times. All you need is this book, and he give me the book. And say, you go back home and study that book. Because you know everything in it already anyway.
Because they were gonna make you clean up.
Because
To
that's
be a
where
part
I
of the
passed
system.
it. I'm a conductor. That's why I passed to be a conductor. That's what I go to.
The direct music and
Mm-hmm.
because
I
you
did.
do all of that.
I used to play in an orchestra, 75 piece.
What?
I
In
played
Jamaica?
Yeah, at the University of the West Indies.
Wow.
They kicked me out 3 times out of the class. You know why? It's so boring, man, to play that bass. And I was like, I need something with rhythm. And that's when I get back to the reggae. That's why I come back to reggae, because I was going for classic, because my schoolmate, we were bad, the baddest, man.
You know what, you learned that versatility. You had some stuff up here that you was working on. I remember something before.
Yeah.
Some classic music or something for somebody, right?
Yeah.
See?
Because that's what we learn. I learned classical.
Yeah.
You know, and what happened, why my teacher he used to just kick me out to teach me a lesson. Because every time he give me the music, I used to go and write in my own parts and play it, and it was like, you gotta wait till you graduate, you do that, and write your own song, and instead of converting mine.
Okay, go with the floor, what's going on?
So when he come to class, I have the orchestra where they practicing what he teaches. He never used to like that. Come and I say, hey teacher, look what we put in. That's why he like it, but it was like, no, you gotta have the discipline and respect for that.
Right,
You know.
right.
So you're in class and I have to pass. So I was like, so when I was going to University of the West Indies and going to Jamaica School of Music at the same time. Jamaica School of Music, I was doing jazz, singing jazz in the jazz choir. So so when my teacher told me I don't need a school, that's why I quit. I was like, I passed the exam and everything to go to England for 5 years to do the scholarship. The government gonna pay for it. 5 of us pass it, and guess what?
You didn't go.
None of us go.
Oh,
none of the 5. None of us go.
Y'all got all the tools. Y'all was like, we're good.
Yeah, and they all become dreadlocks like me.
So when now you're doing your music and stuff. You started out on your own, or did you join a band?
No.
Or did you put a band together?
No, it was in Jamaica at the time. All you have to be is a singer. You already have Soul Syndicate, the baddest, to back you up. Everybody you was, Soul Syndicate gonna back all the band. And and then I used to play in the Light of Saba, and our band used to back all the singers too. So I used to play with all the singers. That's how I know everyone.
Okay.
And then
because they know you. I remember being at one concert, we was backstage, and I can't remember who it was, and you was inside. You said, yo, 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 and he said, Bomba Maskel.
Yeah.
For real.
Because it's just music. When you did in Jamaica, music is tight, and when you play young, you just play. You have 5, 6 different bands playing, and they love you. People just grab you.
So y'all was bad like Soul Syndicate, because they was recording their own music and stuff, right?
Yeah, man. Soul Syndicate, them, you don't know that, man. So look, you see, true story.
Okay.
when we meet Soul Syndicate and try to be their singer, I couldn't even play guitar, you know.
Okay, so
But I could play, I know everything about music and read it, but I know more piano and, harmonica than guitar. But I know all the music and the guitar, but I never know how to play the guitar.
okay.
But then I know that all I have to do is just an instrument, because the music is not on the guitar. You gotta learn how to play the instrument. But my finger was so tender like a girl,
Mm-hmm.
so I have to tough them up. I used to hit the wall with them every night before I go to bed and get.
What? See, that's what I'd be so scared trying to learn. I'm like, oh, my
Hit
hands
them,
rough.
yeah, the cramp in my hand, the elbow,
Mm.
everything in my neck.
Wait
But
a
I
minute,
wouldn't
you
stop,
still
yeah.
trying to play my
No,
guitar.
when you
like,
start,
I don't want all this happening.
yeah, that's music she's paying for.
Oh,
That's why it's so sweet.
I know, right?
But you know the secret of really getting music to break through your practice.
Yeah.
After you come from the club, or anywhere at night, and you're so tired and want to sleep, that's when you take up the instrument and practice.
I have done it a couple of times.
Well, when you take up an instrument and practice, and
I
when you
got
look up,
better.
if it's 5 o'clock in the morning, you know you're doing good.
Yeah.
You know you love it.
Yeah.
So that's what I used to do. Instead of sleep, practice. And let the practice come in the sleep, so it just charge in you. It's in your bone, like regomyelitis.
So, and tell what was the biggest concert that you played back then?
In
What
Cuba,
was the first biggest concert?
in Cuba.
You got the Cuba. You done left Jamaica already?
Yeah, but you asked me what the biggest
Okay, I'm sorry.
concert.
When you the first one that you played, what was the biggest first concert that you played?
In Sunsplash, the first Sunsplash ever played with Ras Michael and the Sons of Niggas. That's the first one, yeah.
Yourself, Ras Michael. So that was your first
Biggest,
performance.
yeah.
Biggest stage.
Yeah.
And how did you get with Ras Michael and them?
Well, now you have this guy named Morris Gregory who teach Tony Chin and all four of them know him. You go up with them. He used to sing with the Melodians, so bad guy, man.
And wait, what instrument was you playing with Ras Michael and them?
Bass.
Bass. Okay.
Yeah. And that's a long time before this guy. This guy is the one who bring me to Ras Michael. And actually, he was the one who really get me to play guitar. And when I get by my own guitar from Dizzy, who's a trumpet player for Soul Syndicate.
Okay.
Look, this is so funny. We got a time to talk about this, because how I get my first guitar was amazing. Dizzy have this guitar, and I'm like walking down the street, and he walking up, because he dating a girl on my street, and I'm young, and I run my street, so yo, what you doing up here? So yo, Dizzy, I want a guitar, and he, well, give me $20 for it, or £20. I mean, man, I don't have no £20, but I have £3 right on me now.
Mm.
But Friday come and I'll give it to you. I'm say, all right, Friday, give me the £3 and then we're wow. So I get the guitar, start practicing and play. But then I was a printer, I had a job at Capital Press, and I used to print. So I used to take my guitar to me one day, and one day while I was printing and playing my guitar, one of my co-workers come up to me and I say, "But no, my guitar, that."
What? So he
I
took
just
it from
saw
somebody and gave
your
it to you?
guitar, yeah. I just said my guitar, and I just said, "I Dizzy said you get it from." I say, "Yeah, Dizzy sell me." So mine and him say, "It's all right. And my guitar Dizzy take." The man Dizzy was friends, so I just like it, but when I say yeah, well I call it Black Magic Woman. That's
The
my
guitar.
first guitar, yeah. So when I go home, I scrape it off and paint it black.
Oh, wow.
And
Yeah, I'll let you know if people recognize stuff, okay?
Yeah.
You have to change it up.
Yeah.
Okay, so now how was this experience with Ras Michael? And because, I know
So-
that his thing is it's an experience. Was
opened
his
the
stuff
show.
different from everybody else that was
Yeah.
playing?
Naya Bingy
I
stuff.
mean, yeah. Was that new style to, like, seeing as you was there in that time where the reggae was playing? I mean, you know, the different types of reggae bands was coming up, but with Ras Michael and the Naya Bingy, that was totally different. How did the other bands pay attention to it? Like, how did they take it? What did they think they thought about it?
Well, you know, for once, you know, it used to be drum. No, man, our band was tight. We have Santa Davis run there and
Santa
drum,
Davis, because they still Santa.
and Melchizedek and guitar,
Yeah.
and me and bass were tight, you know. And when we play None of the Children No Cry,
Yeah.
boom, boom, tum tum tum, boom, the whole stadium just tear them. Cause remember, it's a bingy, you know, but that
Y'all
one is,
bringing it to
it
the...
become like a dancehall bass like
Right.
now, you know, me it's dancehall and me learn the trick, you know how to play my bass, you know.
Cause you be killing that bass, boy. When
Yeah,
you go,
but-
when you go in,
Yeah.
everybody just be like Masker. Even the dudes that don't check for you have to say,
Well, you know,
Masker play that
credit
bass.
to Robert Shakespeare, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because when I just started playing the studio, Robert, they used to look at me, cause you know we used to play on the same session and stuff,
Uh-huh.
and Robert they used to laugh at me in the studio. I was like, damn, you're playing too much note, man. So they start calling me the melody bass player. Cause I like to play the melody. I used to play the bass line following the singer, every note. Because
Okay.
that's where I learned that that's where it's at. And then Robert said, no, you're playing the right thing, but try play simpler note in the regular so you find the beat. And I said, oh, that's it. Easy. So now I don't have to play a million notes.
right.
It was so releasing.
Your accent.
It's so simple now to me. So, all I got to do is the beat feel. I already have that from drumming.
Mm-hmm.
From growing up playing drum, I know all the different beats and drumming and stuff. So it was like killing that bass would just come natural to me, even now, man. Soon as I sing, the bass line does.
Look, even this show that you guys came and performed for Eradicate the Hate, Big of Yourself, Twisted King, and Fully and then was backing you up, and you was singing, and then you was like, you went over there to Chin. You was like, no, Fully, right?
Yeah.
Fully on bass.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, Fully, give me the like directed him. He was like, give me this sound, give it to me like that. I was like, he telling Fully what to play.
Yeah,
Because that feel, once it went off, you turned around, was like, no, you know, put them back on that place, and you was like, yeah, okay, and you went back in.
The feel.
The feel, because I saw your face, and something went off, and you looked, you was like, Fully, come on, give me the, you know.
But you see, more time when you leave Jamaica, you tend to play fast. These people, they like up-tempo beat.
Right.
You know, you tend to leave the lay back, which still have the beat. Because, you know, if you listen to the organ, it's always, and that's, you know, and in
But
reggae
the feel
music,
is
yeah,
still-
and the percussion, and the tambourine, you know, giving you the beat. So, you know, you can dance anywhere and you can
You
lay
can find,
back.
yeah.
You can rock, you can walk, you know, that's why reggae music is just great, because it's have soul. You can do everything, you can wars, you don't have to rock, you can whine, you know.
Yeah, man.
Which music can say, some people, like,
And
my God,
especially
come and
the
take
local.
it somewhere else, you know, you just loose. It make you loose yourself, you know. You see how Jamaican people on with the reggae, they dress,
Yeah.
you know, the white girls, the Asian girls, they come in and you was like, oh my Lord.
That's a whole
whoa, that's a whole new thing, man.
Okay, listen, Maskel.
Music is good, man, sweet.
So when did you get to the States?
79,
79?
1979,
And you came to California first,
No.
or was you somewhere else?
Washington, D.C.
Okay, was you doing music out there?
Yeah, we come on tour with Ras Michael.
Okay, so you was on
And
tour.
get the shocking of our life. It's called 20 Inches of White Dust.
Oh,
First time in my life, nothing, no. The 11th of October 1979, soon as the plane landed, I looked at him and I said, what is that white stuff falling down? It's actually, that's a, oh no, that's snow. I was like, what?
So all you guys experienced that together. Wow.
That was dope. You know, but yeah, man, the first, I gotta tell you the truth. When the snow start come up to the window and in the house, I start crying, man.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was
that
like,
warm Jamaica climate.
we're gonna, but no, I thought that it was on the ground this much, and then now it's on the window,
Right.
and we, they're saying that this for 50 years, this is the most terrible storm they had. I start crying because I think, man, we're gonna die. We're gonna be snowing and die. I don't know about this weather. I don't know how to survive in this stuff.
Right.
I look outside, there was like nowhere to go. The street wasn't there. We have no water because we all come from Jamaica and we get a house.
Right.
And we didn't know that when snow starts falling, you should turn on the pipe.
Oh, okay.
You gotta turn on the hot water so it keep the pipe warm. And so we close them up. It busts up the hot pipe. So now the gas pipe and everything, we never know nothing about that. So now we have to make a fireside in the house.
Wow.
And cook food to keep the steam in the house. And that's when I remember I lose about 50 pounds. Cause I have I have Bob Marley, I'm a Black Survivor, that album, we just bring it with me.
Okay, so you
and we don't play it and dance at night when we call and dance every night. Soon as we call, we get up and dance straight.
Okay.
Me and Big Dread, we used to dance straight and we just keep fit.
Big Dread.
Yeah, man.
So I'm lost. Big Dread was part of that crew.
Ras Starr.
Okay.
Where, him was a chef.
Okay.
And thing. But I just told him, man, I'm the one who bring him into music.
Okay, I was saying we're gonna go there. So after tell us about the first show you performed here with in the States with Ras Michael. What was that like for you? Strangers, they didn't know you guys, and everybody received you well. Like, did it give you more drive to just push it even for yourself, to give you ideas for what you want to do in your own music?
Well, it all depends on how we do a bunch of one,
Mm-hmm.
They never understand the Benga music. So, seeing that from my eye, I was like, and in the back of my head, knowing what my big brother Bob told me, that from when before I leave Jamaica, we used to talk about music, and he tell me what he want me to do and all this stuff. He tell me a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. I used to laugh. But now I can see what he mean, and he told me that when you're making the music, if you want the music go worldwide, international, you have to take a piece of Chinese, put in it a piece of Japanese, a piece of English, a piece of America, a piece of Australia, a piece of Africa. It's world in the music, and put with our reggae. So and him say, I don't want to play the same like what we're doing. I want to change it when they come. You see, that's why when Mr. Ziggy and them try to change the music, and a lot of people talking crap, and I listen to them because they might do the right thing. This is music for the world. Yeah, man, you have to have a flavor for the world. You can't just have
even understand it.
Yeah.
For their level of understanding too.
So the Naya Bingi is hard for an audience to deal with it if you're not Rasta. So to me, it wasn't pleasing to play Naya Bingi music to some white audience who don't even know what I deal with and don't ever see. And then, you not convince them to select.
But now they take the thing over, honey. They're playing it for you.
Yeah, well, right now, so, but, it's a lesson.
Right.
They adapt the music, but not the philosophy or the way of life or certain things,
Right.
So because, they never understand. Because until now, most of the young Rasta out here, I don't think they get the true teaching, because they lack a lot of things. You gotta go to records or go to book, but they never get to meet the elders, and live that life and, hear the history and know, why His Majesty, you know, like, I wouldn't even talk about the elder. I talk from my dad's house. Because when I was 15 and I leave the country with my mom and come move back to Kingston to stay with my dad, and I come into the house, two things I noticed. First, the picture of His Majesty and the picture of Jesus. But I used to the picture of Jesus all my life because my mom had it the white, model of Jesus. Right. All right. So when I see I laugh, pure laughing. So, he don't say nothing to me, so I never say nothing to him. But, I just look at the picture, and then I look. The time I didn't know about Africa, but just through the history of the book that my dad told me. Well, I never know about His Majesty or King or anything. Because I learned out later that my mom never want my dad to make me Rasta, because she always, is my mom really lead me to Rasta, and weed, smoking herb. Because she always taught me, you're not going to do what your damn daddy do. You're not going to be no rascal, and you're not going to smoke that damn thing. I said, which thing that, and what is rascal? And then we start implied, and she wouldn't tell me anything, so...
You want to find out yet?
Yeah, I find out on my own. And my dad friend, them must know what this Rasta thing is and what this thing, and them say, oh yeah, your dad give it this and your dad that, and that's how it come. So,
That is some kids do this, sneak around your parents. I'm going to go check their friends and see what really are going on.
Yeah, if you don't know, just check them friends. You know what really are going on.
I just thought about it for real. That's
you better be smart.
Okay. So, you guys, this is Lady B. We're here with Haile Maskel, a.ka. Mikey Ras Starr, you guys. Now, how did you, the Rastafarians, no, you was on a tour. When did you actually move to California? Was it for the music purposes too?
Yeah.
And okay, because Ras Michael and them is here too. Did they move at the same time? Or you guys? Because
no,
everybody is here.
When we were on tour.
Okay.
And what happened?
The Cali weather. Y'all must have loved that better.
Well, no, you see, everything I do in my life, is guided by my dad, Cause he told me, you're gonna go to foreign, Just, you see, my father, simple as enough people don't even know. You see, my dad and Bob Marley tell me a lot of things when I was doing in my life. But never tell nobody what Bob tell me, because that's so. But my dad tell me about California. So he told me this. In time you go anywhere, I know you're gonna travel. So when you travel anywhere, and them say you're not gonna come back to Jamaica, you're probably just gonna keep going or stay. But remember, anywhere you live in, if food don't grow there, don't stay there. So that's when I was in Washington D.C. So every time I go to the health food store, I'm buying and say, oh, California. I was like, all the nuts, everything I wanted from California. So I asked them, where is California? Oh man, that's at the end of America. So you're East Coast, so they say, that's the end of America.
Right.
And I said, but that's where I want to go. So why? Because they grow food there and sunshine, and say, oh yeah.
So you guys just picturing like in Jamaica, y'all got so many fruit trees and those are the places to be, like in the country. Because I've heard people say when they go to town, it was hard for them. They struggled to try to find their way, but in the country, they could just go grab some food and off somebody's tree or walk down wherever and get food.
Dig the ground up, scratch the ground like a chicken, and you find food.
Right.
Tree, you find food, you go wild, you can't eat, But they have food in America too, the people them just don't know what to eat.
Right.
Dandelion is good, you can go eat wild dandelion and a lot of other fruits, berry.
I think you super strong too, and you always got fit vibrations because of the way that you eat, right?
Yeah, because everything is from the ground and the food have a message from the spirit. You
Mm-hmm.
see? And that's where so above, so below. You know. Below is dark, but remember you have day and night. There must be a reason. In the
Right.
night is great and in the day is great, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta stay in the middle. You gotta balance both of them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just say I just wanna live in the dark and I don't wanna live in the light. You have to
Right.
stay in the middle of everything, light and darkness. Cause you everyone on both sides and you gotta understand it. You can't be afraid of it. You know, it's our lesson and knowledge. It's you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you just come here. You're a light. You come and you take on flesh, and you build up a flesh. You eat to build a flesh. You have to eat to build this. If you don't eat, you're not gonna build no flesh. Just stay and wither away and dead. So you have to eat from the ground. So all this flesh you're carrying around on board is the earth.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why they say you come from the earth. The earth is the law and the fullness thereof. Or the earth is the Lord, but the earth is the law.
Because
L-A-W, law.
ever since I know you, I know that you've grown a lot of, food on your own.
Greens. Eat greens and, the less flesh you can eat, what they
Right.
call meat. Remember, meat is the fruit and the tree, You gotta read the salvation book real good and understand the Bible. When in the Bible, when they talk of meat, they talk of meat of the tree, that is fruit.
It's
The
time when I've eaten an avocado and I felt like
That's
that same whatever meaty
that's
taste
meat.
from that avocado.
But when you eat a chicken and a fish and a cow,
It
that's
just fills
flesh.
you, yeah.
That's flesh.
Yeah.
That's not meat, that's flesh. But how would it look if you see walk down the street and you see a sign say fresh flesh?
I don't think people would buy that.
And people wouldn't eat it. They would like fresh. No way, man. No.
Okay, good leg over there. Maskel. Okay, let me go back.
When it's all in Rastafari, and when Haile Maskel comes, it's earth,
Haile Maskel.
The earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof.
When did you change your name? Was that before the Rastafarians or
No,
after?
that before. No, is when a Rastafarian.
When you first started the band?
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you come about with this? You guys gonna put this Rastafarian band together here?
Well, funny, the Rastafarian band was together before I get here.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was formed by a Frenchman called Brother Lamadou, a priest from the Universal
Okay,
Life
I
Church,
see the guy.
and 4 guys.
Okay.
But then he come and he saw me perform with Ras Michael
Okay.
at the Stone Club in San Francisco.
Mm.
And then, sorry,
No, you could.
we performed at the Palladium. No, not the Palladium, at the Town Hall in Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz. I remember Santa Cruz something.
What they call it? The Town Hall, right?
Maybe, but Santa Cruz.
Yeah. The City Hall or whatever, the big hall, what they put all the show, the Doobie Brothers and all them.
Yeah, I saw one of the on YouTube that said Santa Cruz.
They put Ras Michael there, but there was not that much people, guys Rasta,
Mm-hmm.
And the night, when I played my bass, I performed.
I know.
And then he come to me, and when I was backstage, and he would come to me, this man, white man in a jumpsuit, and I was like, that's money, jumpsuit. I know that from Jamaica,
A man in a tracksuit.
yeah, and then he just like, man, I never see a bass player do that. I said, do what? He said, I know the stage is 20 feet and you use up all 20 feet. I never see a guy perform on stage and him say, I have a band called Rastafarian and we have 4 guys.
Okay.
But I want a band with 9 guys like you. Can you find 9 people like you who? And I said, no man, it's just me alone run around like that and dance with my bass. But and that's how he said, you wanna come? And I said, yeah. but before I come, you have to give me this and give me that
I
and
know
this and that.
he
And
don't play with his
And it was like,
negotiations,
okay, you got it. So I'm saying, all right, I do the last show Sunday, and he gonna send me a car. So he sent me my first car. Not a Covina. No, it was a Covina, a Chrysler.
Oh, the car.
1975 best car of the year.
Mm.
He had it and he gave it become my car. Totally high class leather. And
you
then,
was like California.
yeah, and because I told him that if I'm gonna stay here, that it. And so when I told him I wanna meet California, you know, you can't take a bus. I said, no, I ain't gonna take a bus. Them say, that car costs a lot of gas. I said, yeah, but you gotta buy me a sport car. So he buy me a sport car and that's what I take. When the band not playing, I just drive everywhere over California, stay every hotel by myself, enjoy myself, love myself.
Sometimes you have to do that to learn places.
Yeah, so you know, I enjoy that when I come here and it's okay. I'm ready to play music now, but
okay, so
before...
Who else did you bring in with you?
Well, I'm going to tell you before that,
sorry.
I told him that I'm not just going to play in a church, you know, like that. And I need some good music. I got to make an album, man. Because we're going big. I want an album. You know, the first time we try to get a gig at the Chrysalis Club in Santa Cruz, the guy want to give me about $150. I was like, dude, you're crazy. I just look at him and say, listen, I play my acoustic guitar without my acoustic guitar for half hour and I made $500. Get out of here. And I said, anyway, I'll be back. I'm going to make an album when I come back. And when I come back, I don't want to guarantee I'm going to pay for the door. And I did that. And when we did it, the first time sold out his club, nightclub, I make more money than what he was going to guarantee me. I thought I would make over $5,000 something, and he paid me $2,800 something said. And then I just say, so you see what I'm told you? Then it's okay, man. I guarantee you $2,200 a night. He didn't want me get the gate again.
No, okay.
And he had 2 bars. So, you know, that's why I stopped performing, man, because, you know, this guy making...
He should have just let you, if he'd have just let you keep doing it. But he's like, you making all the money doing it that way.
Yeah, man, come on. I'm smart. I know what's happening. And then, you know, I started running to my celebrity, them, Frankie Beverly and Mays, the Whispers, Gap Bam, all of them guys, I started running to them because they come to see me at the Rocks and the Ras Starr and all those big guys, Sly and the Family Stone. And then they let me know, you're good. The Chambers brother want to produce me. And I say, they're good. Then when I ask, how much they get for a concert? $150,000. I say, that's what I want. That's why I pull up. That's why I pull up, man. I was like, man, I'm doing the same work they're doing. Busting my ass, playing bass and singing for 3 hours and 4 hours, you know. I need that dough too. Yeah, that's where I need it. Cause all the guys were doing it. You know, Herbie Hancock and the Doobie Brothers, they all come to my concert and talk to me and tell me how good I am. You know, Tina Turner, you know, all them art star, you know, I don't have to drop name, you know. I meet them all on tour. I mean, I was just running around with big Tina Turner, all of them.
Look at them, man.
Power.
Tell us, who did you bring in the band with you now?
Shaka, man.
Okay.
Just Shaka, man.
So,
I wanted to bring Santa and Earth Simmons. And in fact, I wanted to go get Fully and all of them come. But then they were locked up with Peter Touch. I couldn't get them. So that's why I keep this guy.
But I thought Big Dread, was he with you guys too?
No, Big Dread just comes to be my bodyguard.
Oh, okay.
And then since we never have any percussion, I started telling him to play percussion then. Since you want to be so close to me. And that's how
he does little thing though.
And that's how I start, you know, teaching him, getting stuff and then practicing him at the house and make him come over and teach him the different
Oh,
stuff.
okay, Shaka Man. Did you know him from Jamaica or did you
No.
meet him here?
I meet him in New York.
In New York.
Yeah, he played when we do a gig with Ras Michael upstate
Okay.
New York one night. And they say that's, oh, he was a drummer.
Mm-hmm.
I want a drummer, so I sent for him.
Oh.
But he was soft when he come.
Yeah.
Soft like paper. My boy was playing, I was practicing my drummer, and he was playing like a drum machine. So I was like, man, you're playing drum beats, bro. And then throw him, you're playing drum beats, you just learn, he was just learning drum.
Okay.
So I plug up my bass and just say, man, you gotta go back to New York and go back to my house. This is real story. And sit down and say, I need a real drummer. And then I think someone called me and they say, come over to my house, cause you know and say, man, you hurt that kid bad. I said, yeah. Why? He said, man, he was crying when you left, man. You plug out your bass and straight. I said, yeah, because he can't play, man, and you told me that you have a badass drum and bad that. Listen to my drum. I practice with a drum machine in my house. I said, listen to my drum. He can't play that. How am I gonna play with him? I just leave Jamaica playing with Santa Davis, Sly, Leroy Harsmouth, all the baddest drummer, all of the baddest drummer them in Jamaica, all of them jazz drummer. And now, so they say, him really wanna play. And I say, yeah. Well, if him really wanna play, ask him if he wanna go to school. And him say yes. We say, okay, go to Cabrera College and study for 3 months. And then he can come play with me. And that's what he did. He go learn. Because he never learned nothing about music. He can't just come, hit drum, bam, bam, bam. And you see, once he go and learn the theory for 3 months, and I give him all the records I play on, and he listen. One day I just say practice, and one day he come over to my house and just look at me and say, I got it. And I say, you got it? And I say, all right, come on. And just grab my bass and say, we're going down to the rehearsal studio. And they was like, no, just me and you alone. I don't want nobody else, just drum and bass.
Okay, because he bad, he
oh
got
man,
bad.
Come on. And when we go down there and hit in my first line, I just laugh and I say, yeah, that's it. And then we're locking from there, and then we told him that, just me and you practice. So me and him practice about
that's
months.
how y'all have this thing
Yeah,
for each
tight.
other.
We practice tight without rest about
And that should make, but that part make you mad too, because I remember one day we was talking and you was like, ooh, Shaka, it's just because when me and him play together,
yeah, man.
It's a thing. You said y'all have
no, Bunny, man. It's power, man. We just gone,
you remember
man.
that day we was talking about that? You said, it's something when me and Shaka play together.
Yeah,
it's just something about when we play together. And I was like, oh my God, that's so beautiful.
Nobody can stop that, man. Even though we don't have to practice.
I know y'all.
Let me tell you something, man. With me and Shaq, he know it.
Yeah,
we
I know.
have vibes, and if we play, we be playing this the bass line we play all a while, and then we play something new. He jump on it right away. We could just take song and go there, and he be right there with me, man.
Right there.
Herb Daly and Elias. That guitar, Herb Daly, badass, and Elias, master, man. We could just go, man. Because
the connection is there.
Yeah,
I know what you're gonna. He know how much you gonna put, how much fire you gonna put.
Yeah.
All that.
You
know?
That's just a joy, Trust me, it's always joy.
When you get that with somebody, trust me, you got. And it's crazy when I listened back to some of the Rastafarians and I could hear Shaka back there, like the Shaka man. But you can hear the two of you guys together. You understand, like who Shaka is on his own and who you are. You can hear you guys in the music. Because I know you guys. I can hear you guys in the music.
You're hearing too much.
No, I'm telling you. I was listening. And I was like, I can hear him and I can hear you, but I can, y'all together still. But I hear y'all in the music.
Yeah, man. Tight. Because when we come down here, we're so tight. Every band. The baddest rock and roll band and the baddest funk band in LA used to come listen to us to Roxy. They always say something to me and Shaka.
Yeah, all together.
They say this, man, it doesn't matter what the other guy in the band do. If the band ever broke up, you two always stay together. In fact, one guy come on and say, Man, you guys should go find two twin sisters and you both marry them and you both live in the same house and grow up your kids together and teach them what you guys know because you're the boom. You got that's special that nobody have. And it's true.
How many albums did you guys? No, you know what? I saw one of the albums before I go there. It said Jubilee. Was it under his label? Did you guys
No.
put out? Oh.
No, Shit Chaka album. No, we only do two albums with
Okay.
Rastafarian group,
Okay.
but one never released because we never have the master. But Alamanu gone with the master,
Oh.
which that was gonna be, what you call Alpha and Omega. This is what
Okay.
our next album was gonna be Alpha and Omega, and I have this song. All right, that's it.
Those albums that you guys did put out, you guys did get a good following. Cause the one for me to experience the Rastafarians, I mean, I know you guys differently, but when you guys did a show and brought back the group together for this one show at the Dub Club, it was crazy. I seen like two different people with their album all like, you know, trying to get backstage. Like, I just want them to sign it. And I was like, yo, I didn't even know you guys were like fire like that when it came to the, I didn't know about that party I like. But I was like, this is deep. Because it was so ram-packed. You guys had all, y'all was dressed. It was beautiful. Y'all showed me a whole nother world with you guys together.
Yes.
That night was a very
That's
special
the
night.
Orthodox.
You remember
That's
it?
the Orthodox energy. Because that's how we want all the Rastafarian groups from Jamaica, the Wailers, Bob. That's all what Bob them wanted to look like, the Rastafarians.
Right.
They want that kind, you know, that's the tradition.
You can tell that you guys was coming to give us some musical food.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
Healing.
Yeah.
You know, because when we play music, we're playing for healing.
Especially when y'all went drum and bass. Ooh.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Killer.
When y'all went drum and bass, and I didn't even know you was getting down like that, okay? Because you had held your head back one time and was, I was like, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, look, this is what we're going to do, you guys. Let it be here, you guys. We just reasoning and giving the Maskel is his story, his journey. You know what I'm saying? When Hal said his story, his journey, and his vibe, he's sharing with us, you guys, here. What I want to do is this song is one of the songs from the Rastafarians, Roll Call. I so love this song. This particular video I'm going to show you, he performed it on a concert that Teresa King put together for her nonprofit, Eradicate the Hate. You know, I assisted her with that, and we had Maskel come and share with us this song. And this song is like, it's just long-lasting, forever. Anytime he played this song, whatever stage, anywhere, you're going to instantly feel something from this song. And I so love this song when I listen to the words from the beginning to the end. Like when he first started, I just was lost in it. I love the song so much. So what I want to do is share with this video with you guys, with him. And the one more thing to share, his backing vocalist on this is his wife. She's so beautiful too. So, and he's got Fully Forward band, you guys backing him up. So it's like historical, trust me. It's a beautiful vibe. And the fact that these guys come from so far together too, when I pay attention to everything, it's so beautiful. These guys know each other way from Jamaica. We're here in Los Angeles experiencing them, coming together as brothers from so far back in the music still, and sharing with each other, okay, and sharing for us, playing with each other and sharing for us. So we're going to share this.
Irie.
Okay.
Roll call.
All right. Yeah.
Yes, back forward again, you know.
We're back again, you guys. That's like my favorite song. If y'all hear all that heckling in the back, that was me recording, you guys. I want it again. I love that song. When Gyro is caught up yonder, I got to be there.
True, true.
I want to be there.
Yeah, you got, well,
I,
it's funny that before Peter touched die, when Peter come, so you told that Bobby heard the song and say he was gonna come meet me, then he gets sick and pass. So when Peter come the first time and I go see him said, man, you know you have to record that song over again, right? But I said, yeah. Him just said, how can you record that song without you? Him said, that's the Rastafarian team. Him said, well listen, we're gonna re-record it over there, that song. With him, Bob, Bunny Whalers, 300, Dennis Brown, Gregory Mallet, all 300 Rasta singer, all the Jamaican singer, and then re-release it, and that's gonna be the Rasta thing when roll call. That's what Peter
like
told
when we
me.
was talking and we was saying, like how you was talking about the different religions.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so plain and clear.
Yeah.
Your lyrics.
Yeah.
I like. Is this something that we use in the studio? You make the music first, and then, or did you have this written out already?
No. Well, is that song come to me? That song come to me when we decide. Man, it was a dark. I was at the dark place in my life. You know, a lot of things. Coming to California, start getting homesick, miss my family and stuff, and then we start the band, and then Mutiny and the Bangarang started. Mutiny, the bounce band member them, the band going good now, so now there's a mutiny between the band and my boss, you know. With, you know, certain guy calling out that, you know, Uncle Tom, I sell out and all those things, because my boss was white and, you know, he prefer everything and how he treat me better than them. But the thing is, when we go there, everyone in the band sign an individual contract. And he told everyone, well, I told him that, hey, whatever new guy want, make sure you tell him and put it in the contract. So, you know, so, and the day when he called all the members of the band, we go down to his office, and I say, oh, you guys go first signing the contract. I stay last. I always stay last. So, you know, so I was like, you guys tell them what you want. They all come out looking happy. Like, most say, oh, they must be really telling what they want.
And you done came and stretched the thing.
So, you know,
it's good when you go last. After he signed everybody, you gotta come too. So he gonna have to negotiate, because you can't leave you out.
No, he's not leave me out. So, but he told him, no, this is what's up. Anything you want, put it in the contract. And I told him that. He told me to tell him that. So they go and they bring their list to him. You know. So when I go, I didn't have to bring a list. I already know what I want. So I told him that I want my own house. I don't want to live with nobody. Just my own house. I don't want my own car. I want 2 cars. As I say, he give me the one. I told him I want a next car. So I put all of that in the contract. How much money I want a week to send to my kids in Jamaica. And how much I want for myself. And I put it and give it to him. And he give me everything. So now, this brother going there, when they see what I get, they was like, how come you have that? And I was like, dude, the man asked you if you didn't want a plane, just ride a plane, you will get a plane. You know, I tell him what I want, and then the boss come to me and say, they are mad because of what he gave me and the car and everything. I know they're mad, but he said, Haile, they come and I told them to tell me what they want, and they asked what they will ask for, I give it to them. You know, they wanted nothing. You know, my virgin them, I'm sorry to tell you this.
They didn't know how far, what kind of stars they reach for.
They never know the star, they never know their value, they never know nothing. So, you know, when I try to bring them along, they wouldn't come. So that's why the band never go nowhere. because they don't know their value. And then, they start telling me, to I'm too uppity up on myself, and I always speak up because that's where we're going, bro. Up. We're not going down. And all the elders, and remember, I have my dad in my head, Bob in my head, Martin McPlanner in my head, and all the elders, the historian, brother historian, all the elders, brother Stone. Because they used to talk, telling me things, what to do,
Right.
Because they find out,
Sure
I'm one of the young leaders and I'm strong, I'm strong, so, and I have a lot of youth,
Is that when the name change kicked in?
No, that's when I baptized in 1972. When I baptized, and then I go away. I didn't take my name. I go away. I get my name about baptized 72, and get my name about 78. I went away in seclusion in the hill for 40 days and 40 nights, just like Christ. You see, I do what just Jesus do, Because my dad told me if I wanted to learn music and be a master, I should learn from the greatest musician and composer ever lived, who's King David. And I look at him and say, King David dead. And I'm saying, that's what you think. Why you read him Psalms every day? I'm not dead. Him said the flesh just moved, Michael. The spirit always here. You just have to know to connect with it. Just like when you're here and I'm gone. It don't go and the spirit is there, so they caught up on him. And then I was like, yeah. So, I love meditate already. That's my thing. I love meditating quiet by myself. I do digging, and that's how I start learning. So, and then he told me that, yeah, if you want to be anything great, you have to be like King David and Jesus Christ. I said, then he asked me what the two greatest thing David do, compose music and put king to sleep and all kind of things. Yeah. And the greatest thing that Christ do, what he did, go in the wilderness for 40 days and 40 nights. So I went there and do the same thing, and my dad looked at me and said, after I come back, I didn't mean it. I was like, what? But you told me to do it.
That's what your dad was saying?
Yeah, he was like, where you were, he looked everywhere over for me. When I was coming back, everybody was looking at me like I was a ghost.
Because they was tearing up the place looking for you.
Yeah, but I was up in the mountain chilling, no one nowhere. I live in the river, eat a thing we call cucumber, susumba, and banana, and just drink river water, and just bathe river water, and sleep with the moon and the night, and watch all the spirits. All the angels, them to come in the pool and dance with me and stuff, come over me, and sometimes I'll be lying down on this rock, and and I remember one night, this particular night, I was thinking about not smoking herb again. Every time, 3 times it happened. Every time I decide to stop quit herb, smoking herb, His Majesty come in my dream and give me a split.
Okay.
Every time.
Like, hold this.
Yeah, so hold this. No, you can't. So, and the last one, he told me that anytime you stop smoking weed, this devil gonna get you. So, that's not gonna happen. I can tell you that right now. Everybody know that it's not gonna happen, man.
Pascal, when did you learn how to record music?
Oh, from I was in Channel 1, anything I'm around, I'm in the, if I egg, my big brother said if I egg we in the red, we put ourselves, we want to learn about it. Okay. So, and I'm a quick learner. So, all the time I'm recording it, all this year I've been recording, I've been learning. They might think I'm not looking, but I know every button they turn, I know how to EQ, and I just need the time.
Right.
And then I can't be a musician and an engineer at the same time, it's hard. But then when it come around that, man, I'm paying too much money for studio and too much that, and then we find out that I'm a performer, map maker performer, and the app start coming on, and now, just like I used to tell my friend when I was young, one day I'm gonna have my studio and I'm gonna carry it in my arm, and that's where I am now, and I'm so glad. That's all those learning, in here. So now I'm recording myself, doing everything, engineering, getting the sound I
And
want.
building rhythms also.
Build rhythm, play
So,
every instrument, everything.
anybody, you guys, music, far as the music go, he's recording. Do you have a label now too?
I always have my label,
Your label?
Upland Sound.
Okay. So, are you putting other artists on there too, or just yourself?
Well, right now it's just myself.
Okay.
That's my label for myself. All my song is, I build up my brand.
Okay.
You know,
Did you have a song or studio first?
I cannot have anybody on my label until when you bring me that money, so I can pay them some money. You know, we can't just. I don't want to sign up. I don't want. Yeah, I'm not gonna sign an artist to no penny. It's time. I want to sign a Jamaican artist to $1 million, create history. You know, we don't want to go back down there and make the man suffer. You know, myself. A lot of my brethren, man, leave Jamaica, come here, work without contract, and they can't get paid. No, that's those things like that. Why me kind of haul and pull up? Yeah,
but you know what, Maskel, you like very skilled. You've been in this thing a long time too, and I think too, you should open yourself up to artists. 'Cause, I mean, I've seen your work, how you could rebuild music over. You know, people like a sound. You know, that might be your nick too. You got gold in that too, because you can mold somebody from beginning to end.
I want to, but no one search me out.
Nobody, but you gotta be open to. So your mentor, like how you say you don't have nobody in your mind, that follows, that dictates what's going on with you too. You have to open yourself up in that place.
No, I'm open. That's why I'm here with you.
Okay, and I thank you for coming.
You know how many times I feel you guys come into my room and I say, yeah. I even, cause you know, I dream every day, you know, and I see what happening, you know. Yeah, man, I see all the, I dream, see all the ladies. I tell you this dream, I see all of them sit in a room one night.
We have
listen to me, I see all you ladies, all of you who invite me to that show, sit in the room before you call me.
Yeah.
And I was telling my wife, I have a dream, you know, last night, about all the women them in LA. Say, it's Maskel time now, you know.
Yeah.
We have to get Maskel out here.
That's exactly
and then you called me in front of that show. I was like, you were like, man, you something here. Shall we say something here? But I do see, man, I see you, and I want to help people. Yeah. Trust me, I want to build, I want to help young artists, write for them, arrange the stuff.
You can. You know? I mean, that's another thing, the blessing in itself, Maskel.
I know.
You have all the tools to do that. You have all the tools to do that, and it's a lot of young, upcoming artists who's doing things. But you know what? I'm gonna connect you to, because this one artist, this guy, I'm gonna connect you with him. I'm not gonna say his name here.
Yeah, don't say no name.
You connect with him, you and him, because he's already doing things. But that little from your, yeah. And matter of fact, the same soul vibration right there.
Vibration, the same vibe, yeah. That's what I look for. You know, and as I say, man, when I come here in California, you must know, when my boss came around and say, we're going to go visit all the clubs, before the Ras Starr start playing, we're going to visit all the clubs. And then we go from San Francisco to Monterey Bay to LA to San Diego. And we go to all the nightclubs and watch the big nightclub. And we watch what they all play. And when after we finish our week clubbing, me and him, and we're heading back up to Santa Cruz, he look at me and say, so now you see what they're playing, what you gonna do? Oh, I'm saying I'm gonna shut them down. Because they were playing punk rock. It's the Ras Starr and why punk rock come out of LA, you know. Our band, because you know punk rock was playing punk and reggae like. Right, but when we dropped the real thing, the people them never want to hear them again. They want the real stuff. When we dropped the real thing, and that's why I record that album, because you know, if we were just playing in the church.
I never thought about that. How the punk rock did just go, because it was heightened.
Yeah, man, it was big when they come here, man. Gone. We kill it. Rastafarian, real thing. Reggae come to California.
Even over in the Echo Park with the Dub Club and all that.
So hold on.
It's still.
So, you know, right now, one of the biggest name in punk rock is who? Bad Brains.
Okay, and they play reggae, right?
And the Bad Brains, those guys, they ungrateful, Cause they never told who bring them out there, When we meet them, they wasn't doing nothing. I'll tell you how I meet Bad Brain. When through the tour with the snow, so our Ras Michael tour was cancelled.
Okay.
So it wasn't working, so we stay on. And then we were just at the house and Ras Michael say, oh, well, I start running to my Jamaican friends and who come to America in Washington, D.C. And we start making a little trouble. And Ras Michael, no, I told you that I'm not going to do that in Maskel. So he sent me to Virginia and on this farm with this kid, which was HR and the bass player and the next one. So when I go out there every day, all they want to do is smoke up my weed. I was like, and I'm playing my bass by myself and they ain't doing nothing. And then I say, what is that drum doing there? There was a drum sitting down there. And I just say, oh, we used to pray and we stopped praying. I just like, man, fix up that drum. And I get them back together and start playing. Bad Brains.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how they get out here and start playing reggae. I'm the one who stay with them in Virginia for 2 months.
Listen, see, you just saying what I'm just saying to you. Whatever you sprinkled on them to get them popular.
God, but I know that from I was young. Remember, this is it. Every Israel Vibration, I'm the one who played their first hit, same song. Tambourine Farm, Mighty Diamonds. Ras Michael, biggest hit. New Name Jagat.
Okay.
And the song I was gonna tell about we mash up Sunset Ring. Boom, 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 boom. No, not drop, children, no cry. What do you, man?
That
bass line, that's a bomb.
That's you on there, right?
That's my bass line. You see how many people record that bass line on it? Sugar Man had song on it, and all those people.
I was just doing a house party the other day, and Wadada played it, and he said, no, let's do it like Ras Michael's drum line, bass line. I was like, whoa.
That's my bass line.
And look, and then I'm here with you.
Boom, boom, boom. But even now, they all played over, but they can't play like me. Because they always leave out the parts. I have some part that I played as Ras Michael, they never copy. But on my album, I do 10,000. I have an album called Shango, 10,000, and Clap Your Hands. I did it over 10,000 people.
That like opened everybody to the Nyabingis.
Yeah.
Saying the Nyabingis. That style of Nyabingi, more.
Yeah, that's when we bring. Yeah. That's when Ras Michael used to be just a drum. And he used to play tukko, tukko. But in Light of Saba, we studied African drum beat and music. And I got 2 gold medals and a silver with drum in Jamaica at the Car Festival. We win it with Light of Saba. So, I played drum on different beats, not only Nyabing. I learned, my teacher was Baba Tunde. If you know what Alatunde, Baba Tunde, yeah, that's a great drummer from Africa. He died now, but he was one of my masters too. And I'm one of my next drummer masters. I got 3 drum master teacher. Pat Cameron, they kill him in Jamaica after we come back from Cuba. He's revolutionary. He's the one who get me into being Marxism. And yeah, he used to go over there and go to my father's house and talk about that, and my dad say, you ain't doing no atheism. They don't believe in God. You ain't gonna do that. Yeah, so I was into a lot of things, spiritual thing, restitutionist. I was just grabbing the knowledge from all the religion because I want to find the truth for myself, Though,
what, with the Rastafarians being here, for what I noticed is that with you guys being like the real love, you can see, and it's like it was in reach, touchable for the LA area where they was really like
Yeah.
you know, supporting you guys because it was right here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You guys.
It was a good vibes here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get the support in LA and San Francisco was used to be big too.
Yeah, I
Till
didn't
that
know y'all
that
was big like
community,
that. Mhm.
yeah, that community kind of leave, you know. But yeah, we used to Rastafarian. We used to play a lot in Oregon,
Mhm.
Portland, all up there, San Francisco. You know, 'cause Bill Bass was our promoter.
Okay.
Yeah, Bill Bass and Billy Graham
Okay.
before he
Gigs.
died. Yeah, the
Okay.
big show. And then we come to LA and Mas Jacob.
Let's check it.
His company, he used to work with a company, I forgot what his name. There was one who produced at the Palladium.
Mhm.
And
Oh
Mas
yeah.
Jacob, yeah.
Mhm.
He loved the Rastafarian. Mas Jacob really loved the Rastafarian. But, you know, through certain circumstances, brethren, you know, just disrespect certain people, you know. Yeah man.
But
Like,
that probably, you know, with all the things that you did, that was part of y'all history for y'all. That's y'all staple for that.
yeah.
But anytime you guys come together, it's historical, no matter what. And you know, just like you said, the two of you guys, it don't matter who y'all put around y'all, but y'all know that it's embedded in the two of you guys, that whole, the beliefs and the understanding with the two of you guys and the connection to the music. And when you guys come together, whenever, it's going to always be beautiful. The same thing like when I say, Michigan is smiling, big up you guys, my friend, I love y'all to death. But I don't know what's going on, but whenever, them two, magical, you know? And sometimes we do things and I feel like, this is just my point of view, I'm sharing. We do things and as far as money-wise, we don't get the money or how we think it's supposed to come, but the livelihood and the experiences and the things that, the experience that you give to other people is what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's what you get
supposed
out
to
of
be.
it, is what you get.
For me to witness, as you guys being my friends, that I know you guys over the years, but everything that you guys did with the Rastafarians, I had no idea of the levels or the magnitude. But to come in and be proud of you guys performing tonight together, and to have these people come in with their albums and stuff, and just be like, just ready to see, I was like, whoa. Everything that I saw you guys do when y'all first came out, what it was to this person.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm just trying to
well,
share.
you know, I'll tell you from true, you know, a lot of people don't know because we don't talk no much.
Mm-hmm.
And even when the Rastafarian we were used to playing, I'm the only one who ever give an interview. All the rest of the guys never want to do interview. So a lot of people, we don't talk about what we do.
Right.
But anywhere we go, man, I sign album. Once someone recognized me, he got it. They sign album,
I talked to
T-shirts.
Sugar Man, and for him too, not to want to be interviewed, and I got him to come on. We was having difficulties, and I was like, I'm not gonna let it wait. While I got him here, I had to make sure we do it because he you know, Sugar Man didn't want to talk, but I was so thankful, and I am thankful that he shared and communicated about his, you know, because if you don't talk or share, no one's gonna know.
Yeah,
and
true.
Certain things people should know.
Yeah.
Certain things.
Yeah, cause all they hearing, I hear a lot of stuff they talk around, and I was like, that's BS.
Okay.
And they don't know the truth. And I was like, why they don't come to me? I'm here. I'm still living. You can ask
But it
me.
is not like you really just want to just, you know what I'm saying?
No.
You know your demeanor. People probably want to know, but you just ain't gonna ask you. You don't know if it's super sensitive about what it is. But sometimes people, like, that's the wall that we have to break down with each other. We should be able to reason on a level. Because music, like here in LA, like right now when we trying to share this, we're all a musical family. We're here together.
Yeah.
Look how far y'all came. You got Tony Chin here. You got Fully Forward Soul Syndicate. Y'all history makers. Ras Michael, y'all all history makers. Shaka Jubilee Orchestra, y'all all history makers, and y'all are friends no matter what. But y'all all around here together still.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Me and somebody else was talking about this before. Like, it just for, like, our prayers shouldn't be so separate. Our prayers should be on one aim, and I think we should could develop things better. Because everything that they do in Jamaica, whatever, out here in your own right, you guys could be like having camps and schools where y'all teaching people stuff, and you know, even for the recording of music back in the days, how to do it right. They have all these other styles, but even though they're doing it quick and fast, to know the OG style and how to do it, you know,
Yeah, it's the
in a
best.
whole different,
Yeah.
and the music could come back too. You know, it's just up to
It's
the
up
prayers
to
not to be
yeah.
separate. They should be in one place, you know, one focus. But at the same time, everything is changing. Just like you hear with me, I'm thankful. The openness and to wanting to share and to let another person know where your mind is at this time for them to be, you know, understanding and say,
Yeah.
oh, you there too. But if you don't know, everybody's left in the dark.
Yeah.
You know, but it's a blessing, you know, that you got. I said it too, like at that show, I was like, look at them all here. We here with legends, like me and Teresa. I'm like, and we can say they are friends. They're in the books. You know what I'm saying? I ain't, you know, they're in the books. You guys in history. When you're gone, Maskel, bam, you're in the history. This is this man. This is what he did. This is what he been through. This is what it's there.
No.
So we have to make
Now,
sure that we.
now some of the books there.
Yeah, and you don't run from that. You stand in it. It's not a. It's not.
I'm not
The
running
boast.
really.
It's not the boast. It is
Man,
what it is.
some-
Don't be no legacy later. Stand in your legacy now.
No,
is what I'm trying
that's
to say.
why. Yeah,
Stand in it.
and that's why you remember I was telling you that when I was 27, I went to University of the West Indies. You know.
Mm-hmm.
When I was going to school, the professor there right now, he called me. So because I'm a student friend and body, you know, they say, oh, you so I had know so much things about Africa, so they want to bring me to Professor Dawes, who lived in Africa for 10 years, and met him, you know, the professor. Then I went there and meet Professor Dawes, talk to him. He live in Ghana for 10 years. And I know more than him who lived there. And his wife was there, African, laughing at him, say, oh, I can't believe you're a teacher in Ghana and you don't know that.
Well,
And but he born in Jamaica and he know everything. And that's why him will say, if you know something about Africa, I have a lecture, you should come and give the lecture.
Yeah.
So I go and give the lecture. No. It was funny the day when I walk into the classroom and he tell all his students, and these are students from all over the world, big doctors and nurses, and they say, well, today I'm not going to lecture to you about Africa or anything. I have someone who know about it better than me. And everyone was like, what? You hear the word crowd, I'm behind the
Okay, better than you.
Yeah, better than him. I
Better
was
him,
like,
yeah.
well, but I wasn't nervous or anything, you know, because I'm just going to go there and talk what I know about Africa.
That's all I ever do when I'm doing things.
And I swear, when I step onto that stage in the auditorium, I can hear them say, when my dread hear them know, oh God, is that ganja is smoking? Is that ganja is smoking? He gonna talk about ganja thing, and you know they thought I was gonna go give a lecture on Rastafari and anything. No man, it was African history. They couldn't believe it. They couldn't believe I know so much things. So you know what? He got my degree there, professor, from all that time. And my friend called me 2 years ago and told me that Professor Dawes is asking when you're gonna come and get your paper.
Okay.
He still have it for you. I say, for real? Him say, yeah. Him tell us how long you have it. Because him say, I was too young to get it when I was 27.
Okay.
You cannot be a professor until when
Wow.
you're 33 years old. So
And
I
you
was
already
supposed to
done the
go
work.
back there and go yeah, but you know, it's already there in the history in the university, you know, when people go back and dig up me, they'll find that, you know, Michael Ash do that, you know. So it's just that. And that's why I love Bob Marley, so you know, yeah man, my father and Bob Marley are the two persons where every day I think about me, not for them, not talk, not leave me, you know. And yeah, them two persons are the most influential person in my life, because you see, I don't have a big brother, you know. So that's why Bob become my big brother. Because I have 8 younger brothers than me. 9 boys my mama have. 12 of us, 3 girls, 9 boys. I'm the older boy. So all my 8 brothers are younger than me.
Okay.
So Bob become my big brother. That's why he tell me a lot of stuff, you know. I mean, a lot of people don't even know how much we know about. But you know, we not talk about it, you know.
Some relationships are for you.
Yeah, man, I just me and him that.
What he said, it goes to
Yeah,
you.
that's
and
mine.
Yours.
That's mine. Him tell me enough thing. tell me what to do. All in my dream. And that's me. And me I look for the day to come. Cause everything him say come true, you know. Trust me, I want profit that man, trust me.
But even the Bob Marley situation, you see him, the Wailers and the Peter Tosh, and everybody learning the music and all that. And even stemming from that, you see how Peter Tosh went on to do his thing. And even in whatever the situation was, he still was learning and molding for his own self and seeing his own vision of what he wanted to do. So when I say that, even from all of us and everybody that's doing things together, you're still gonna have your time together, but there's gonna be a time when your own is gonna be bigger than what's going on.
Yeah, cause you see everyone come here for do our works, and the only time you gotta find your works within a group, or you find your work by yourself. But it's not by yourself. But you have a special thing where you only you can do.
Right.
You know, no one else
That's
can do
vibe.
it. That's me, that's you.
Yes,
You know, so that's just it, you know. But yeah, man, I'm willing to teach people based on everything. Guess what? 5 student bass player, I try to start them, they just don't have it. They never show up. They want to do it. When they see me, they're so fired up.
Yeah.
For themselves.
The time, because they don't get it yet. That
Most of the time,
and
it's just like they just want to sit there and look at me.
a personal show.
I have this one who come here last week to learn guitar, and you know, he come over there and wanna pay me, you know, for an hour, and I was like, yeah, but that's not how much you pay me for an hour. But anyway, I give you how much money you carry, and when I start teaching him why he should learn, he was like, oh man, that's too hard, man, I hurt it. Man, I said, no wonder. But he know all the theory, but he don't want to learn the instrument.
Right.
You know.
But you know what, you have to when you're teaching students like that, you have to remember too, they're not coming from where you came from with the love pushing you first before trying to. You got the love, and then you went to the technical. They getting the technical, then they got the love is coming behind. So what's the difference? Because that love is gonna make you stay hurting.
Yeah, you gotta go for it if you love it, and that's what I was telling him. I was saying to him when he quit twice on me, and then he said, oh, then he looked at me and I said,
he's in that fight.
Then he said, oh, let's just jam a song, and then I said,
how you gonna jam?
And I said, how you gonna jam with me? And so you know, I have to start play my guitar, and I said, okay, let's jam then. And start playing, then he couldn't keep up. And then I said, that's why you must
his
learn.
handicaps, that's his part for it. Whatever he's thinking about himself, to let him know you're not there yet, them jams is what his confirmations to know that I ain't ready yet. Yeah. So you have to be tricking him with his own shit. Yeah. As soon as he come on, let's just start with a jam. He gonna be like, well, he don't got nothing to play.
he can't jam anything. He wanna look at me and know. And as soon as I start jamming, he stop playing his guitar.
He was mesmerizing.
So I was like, you just want to see me play and sing, man. Just come over here and give me 50 more.
Okay, let you perform.
And I said, let me perform.
Private little show.
Yeah, private show. Yeah.
Okay, you guys, this lady be here at the Music Link. We've been going on and on and on, but this is special. We're here with Haile Maskel, you guys, a.ka. Mikey Ras Starr. And what I want to do now is share with you guys one of his latest projects that hold on, let me find it real quick. I was doing all that talking, and one of his latest projects that he working on, he got his video together and everything, and so
just released.
And
on Bandcamp, release on Bandcamp, a single, Love Bound. Go to Bandcamp, Haile Maskel.
All right, you guys.
Bless.
Haile Maskel.
Greetings.
Love Bound.
Love.
New release.
Hey, you ask, what is my name? Yeah. What is my name? I am earthquake, brimstone, and fire. Just call my name, and I will be there. Whether it's sunshine or rainfall or nightfall, just call my name, and I will be there. I will be there. I am a lover. I am a
Woo! That was a hot video right there. I am a lover.
Yeah.
And big up to your queen.
Big.
She's so sweet with a beautiful
Yes.
voice herself, man.
Yes.
Beautiful. And I love that little vibration right there. It's got like a new sounds in
Yeah.
there. And you know,
New style, you
the
know.
new,
The
yeah.
crossover.
I hear look.
R&B and sweet.
The art, kill him off with the thing, Maskel. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. Very versatile.
Yes.
That's the beautiful part right there. I'm gonna open it up and say, you guys, y'all look out for Haile Maskel. Look and go to his Facebook, Instagram, Haile Maskel or Mikey Ras Starr, Bandcamp, a.ka. you guys, and listen to his stuff and reach out to him because this is a music man. He does everything. Record, he play bass, and guitar, every instrument. So if you guys are trying to do some stuff, because right now we're in a time where you can do it on your own too. Reach out to the man because he can help you. And if you got some money to invest in yourself, this is a good place to invest it. I say he's open now. He's open, guys. This is history.
Yeah,
we coming from Jamaica with the roots and the tutor of the music sounds. He's been there in the heart of all of it. So he can direct you as far as if it's reggae, everything, but if you really want the reggae understanding of things, he comes from that era. He's here. Ain't no guessing about it. The man got it. You know what I'm saying? He's had a few bands, and he's played with all the major heavy hitters, they're all his friends. They're all friends. So even if you was to reach out to him, you never know how far the reach might go. You know, we hear the music link, so link, link, link. You know,
Yeah.
so just listen out for his stuff and look up Haile Maskel. You hear all this stuff we talking. Y'all haven't heard. There's a lot of other stories too. Y'all haven't heard, but we did sit down and try to, you know. What other song you have on this project? Is this a single or you have a whole album?
I have 6 albums I just released this year. 6
albums.
for 6 on Bandcamp.
You see that?
Yeah. Roll Call, the
Roll
Nayabinga
Call.
album.
Okay.
Naked Acoustic,
Ooh.
the acoustic
Yeah, I saw
album. And Mega Magic Million, the instrumental.
Mm-hmm.
All instrumental piano and stuff.
Yeah.
And
You got instrumentals.
and Say Love, Stay Love.
Say Love, Stay Love.
The Roots album.
I
Say
like
Love,
the
Stay
name of
Love.
that.
That's a great
So
album.
these new projects is really you just really sharing yourself and your love of the music
Yeah.
to the core.
Yeah.
I see that.
Yeah, that's why I push them out like that.
Yeah.
And in
Don't
fact,
save nothing. Just put it out there.
Yeah.
You're gonna get it.
I just finished 3 more albums ready to go and finish working on the next one. I'm just getting them together
Yeah.
because I feel like, hey, I want to drop 20 albums. I can do it
What
right
you know
now.
what you need to do too is work on your a little listening raw unplugged.
Yes,
It
but
ain't hard in this time to do. Put an instrumental, get over the mic stand, and share your stuff.
yeah, sometimes
But we balance right now. This time, we in a different time.
in a different time.
We-
Everything
we-
I come up now.
yeah.
I have some new people that come work
Yeah.
with me, and we have a marketing crew
Okay.
coming together. In fact, tomorrow they're gonna put my marketing plan together. And
Because
all
you
that
got
stuff.
everything already. You passed
Yeah.
the point of trying to find
No.
material, like get things together.
No,
You
material.
just that's what I said. So
I've written the last time I come on my computer, and I'm not stop what I have in the box. I've written 7,675 songs,
wow.
and since then I'll probably write the next 100 or 50. It's every day. That's my job every day. When I get up, I get inspiration, you know, and do all kind of music, you know, house, dance,
Everything.
you know,
everything.
calypso. I
Very
have it here
versatile.
just not released because everyone looking for reggae, and I'm
Right.
trying to pick, you know. I'm
You
just
open.
gonna let go of stuff right now.
Okay,
R&B,
let it go.
R&B,
This
you
is
know
the time.
that Tell Me.
Tell me.
No, the album name Tell Me.
Oh.
One and Tell Me, that's you should really listen to.
Okay,
That's
I'm
really
gonna listen to
crossword.
it. It's
That's
crossword.
all your style.
Yeah.
All on you.
You got-
Yeah, I
you know I
did
love
specially
going
for
to
you.
the soul.
So
Yeah.
tell me you're gonna be
Okay.
your album. You're gonna love all the custom on it. So now that you discover that today, you
Okay.
go to
I'm gonna
Bandcamp. Go and listen to Tell Me, the album.
Bandcamp, you guys can go to just go on the internet,
Yeah.
Google, and look up Bandcamp, and then
/ Haile
and
Maskel.
type in the artist name, Haile Maskel, and his albums, all 6 of them are there. You know, go in and listen,
Yeah, you can buy album or buy singles. Anyway,
Right.
just support, you know.
support.
Yeah,
Now's the time.
yeah.
Well, it's been my pleasure to
Mine too.
be here with you and to hear about your journey. And, you know, as my friend here, you know,
Long
you
time.
I'm so thankful to be able to share with everybody else, you know, about you and the gifts that I know that you're able to do too. So again, too, you guys, if it's a track out there that you guys like, and you know, you heard the sound, but you want it for yourself, you bring it to him, and he can play it over and develop it into what you want it to be. Because he's done that before for an artist I was managing, so I know he can do this. So if you have music, and matter of fact, too, Lady J, pick up yourself, because you have some stuff. Haile Maskel can put some tracks together. Anyway, yeah, so I want to thank you for coming in to the Music Link and sharing your story, your journey, and your vibe here with me, Lady P. Haile Maskel, you guys.
Thank you. Bless. Heart to call.
All right, you
Walk
guys.
right. Stay safe.
Stay
Wear a
safe
mask
and wear a mask.
in the public.
Right.
I'm sure. I'm tested.
Yes.
I'm negative.
Yeah, I'm tested too. I'm negative.
I'm
too.
negative. You want me to show you on my phone? No. God, just do it. We want everyone encouraged to do it, man, because
right.
I wanna be free
I wanna
again and do
live. Me
everything.
too. I wanna
And I
be here
don't
when
want
it's
the
over.
vaccine, man.
Right.
Don't want the vaccine. Take your silver and take your vitamin and run. Do your running in the bathroom, running
We
in
all gonna
place.
be. I don't know
Do
that one
some
movie.
exercise, running in place.
We all gonna be underground running
Yeah.
from the vaccine, like in
Yeah.
those movies.
No, not me.
I'm just saying,
They ain't bringing it over here. So all
we
my
don't.
fans, no vaccine, man.
Yeah.
You know, let them take it first and let's see what happens. Yeah.
Right. Let the president. They said they was gonna do it.
I know.
The
I said
president
it
said
is.
it. Yeah.
And I'm happy for that. I want them to do it.
Do it.
I'm not gonna be no guinea or no pig. That's for sure. No guinea, no pig.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to thank you guys all for tuning in. As long as you have, whoever you guys go to YouTube and watch the full video, I'll be showing clips on Instagram. And remember to like and share and subscribe to my page. I'm just anybody who's sharing and you come into your artistry or you want to or whatever. I'm saying to come talk to me and share because someone's been in your position. And whatever you share, it can enlighten or turn on a light bulb for someone else to step into who they're supposed to be. It's your story, your journey, and your vibe. Lady B here, the music link, and I thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you. Bless up.